You know the drill, right? You visualize the millions, you repeat the daily affirmations, you literally stare at your vision board until your eyes cross. But your bank account, it hasn't budged a single cent. Why's that? Well, because simply desiring wealth, or just crossing your fingers hoping it magically appears, is never going to cut it. In this explainer, we are breaking down a framework that actually works. We're diving deep into the science of getting rich summary. Wallace D. Wattles laid out a method that goes way, way beyond just wishing for money. It's a concrete system of thought, and more importantly, action. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so here is the most counterintuitive yet absolutely powerful core idea of this entire book summary. Most of us are taught from day one to look at our competitors and try to beat them, right? But Wattles argues that competition is literally the enemy of true wealth. When you compete, you're just reacting. You're fighting over the exact same slice of pie. Creativity, though, that is your only true path to massive success. By creating something entirely new, you aren't fighting for a tiny slice anymore. You're out there baking a whole new pie. This brings us to Section 1, the secret to wealth, moving beyond mere desire.
Look, a disorganized, frantic approach to getting rich is just going to leave you exhausted. You need a ready, aim, fire strategy, a super clear, well-conceived roadmap for how you'll accumulate wealth by creating value. So I want you to ask yourself right now, what are you going to do different and better than absolutely anyone else in your industry? This is the ultimate mindset shift. Are you just mimicking what others are doing? Because if you are, well, you're just competing. To command real wealth, you have to nail down your unique value proposition. You've got to do something nobody else is doing, or do it in a way that nobody else can even touch.
All right, moving into Section 2, the core formula, monistic theory and infinite intelligence. So the core formula of wealth rests on what Wattles calls the monistic theory of the universe. Basically, when you take creative action, you literally invite the universe to co-create reality alongside you. But to do this, you have to tap into infinite intelligence. Now, this isn't some mystical magic trick. It's a creative force you access right through your subconscious mind. See, when you stop obsessing over your competitors and just intensely focus your mind on creating your specific vision, your subconscious kicks into overdrive. It starts feeding you these brilliant, out-of-nowhere insights and original ideas that almost feel like they're coming from outside of yourself. That right there, that is infinite intelligence at work. There is just a huge, stark contrast between being creative and being competitive. When you're stuck focusing on competition, your whole action plan is completely dictated by other people. You're constantly just reacting to what they build. But when you flip the script and focus on creating, you become the innovator. You're the one catching those subconscious insights. And the truth is, people are naturally magnetized to creators, not copycats. Let's anchor this philosophy with some real-world success. Think about the heavy hitters, billionaires like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Phil Knight, Michael Dell. Did they achieve massive wealth by, I don't know, opening a slightly cheaper version of a store down the street? No way. They built global empires by creating entirely new paradigms. They didn't bother competing in crowded, existing markets. They used their infinite intelligence to create massive, unprecedented value. It's one of the most powerful key ideas of this entire philosophy. Which leads us to Section 3, 10 action steps, the blueprint for value and wealth. Execution is absolutely everything here. So, let's break down the first 5 actionable steps designed to maximize the value you offer. Number 1, you've got to have a definite vision. Super clear. 2, be creative, not competitive. We just hammered that one home. 3, exercise your imagination frequently. You literally need to think about your vision every single day until your subconscious fully buys into it. 4, maintain daily gratitude. Seriously, start and end your day listing what you're thankful for. It keeps your subconscious wide open to receiving those game-changing ideas. And 5, have 100% belief. Look, doubt acts exactly like the brakes on a car. If you doubt your success, you instantly slam the brakes on all forward progress. You have to vividly imagine it until you believe it down to your core. Okay, moving on to the next 5 steps. 6, make every day a success through 100% efficient action. It's not about just running around being busy, it's about doing fewer things but doing them with absolute excellence. 7, choose the right business for your natural skills. Play to your strengths. 8, outgrow your present place. You want to strive so incredibly hard to provide value that you just naturally burst right out of your current role or income bracket. 9, make money now. Go the extra mile, provide way more value than you're actually charging for. And 10, leave an impression of increase. You want to make sure everyone you interact with feels like they are genuinely better off
just for having crossed paths with you. This optimized mindset is exactly what accelerates success.
Let's look at Section 4, Applying the Science, Real-World Mastery.
So how do these life lessons directly fuel your personal growth and self-improvement? Well, you have to treat this like mastering a brand new skill, using what's called the CANI framework, constant and never-ending improvement. To really get rich in your specific industry, you have to be the absolute best at what you do. You start exactly where you are, using the skills you naturally possess, and you just relentlessly improve them. You stretch, you learn, you apply, and you never, ever stop growing.
A perfect example of this? The Beatles. Before they were global icons, they were playing these tiny, grimy clubs in Hamburg, Germany from 1960 to 1962. We're talking 6 hours a night for virtually zero pay to practically nobody. But they were actively applying CANI. They were putting in intense, grueling repetition to master their craft. So when they finally exploded onto the international scene, it wasn't a lucky accident. It was the direct result of hundreds of hours of relentless self-improvement and total dedication to their art.
Always, always remember this crucial point. Money is just a medium for the exchange of value. Before you can ever expect massive returns, you must deliver absolute delight. Serve a ton of people, provide more value than anyone else out there, and honestly, give a huge amount of it away for free. By offering high-caliber value before you ever ask for a single dime, you build immense trust. People will naturally gravitate toward you, and they'll actually be thrilled to pay you because buying from you just becomes a total no-brainer.
Wrapping things up with Section 5, Key Takeaways, the final lessons for personal growth. To really lock in this mindset, let's distill the main lessons from Wattles' work. These create an unforgettable blueprint for your life. Here are the 5 pillars you need to remember. First, plan strategically. Always use that ready, aim, fire approach. Second, fiercely choose to create rather than compete. Third, keep your subconscious open to infinite intelligence through a solid daily habit of gratitude. Fourth, don't just be busy. Take 100% efficient daily action. And finally, leave an impression of increase. Ensure that absolutely everyone you interact with feels they gained significant value from you.
Wallace D. Wattles beautifully captures the essence of this philosophy with this thought. The more you help people get the things they want, the more wealth and abundance will flow to you. This just completely rewires how we think about getting rich, doesn't it? It's not about taking from others at all. It's about elevating your fellow man. Massive abundance naturally flows right to those who lift others up.
So, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Take a hard look at your life, your career, your business right now. Are you simply filling your present space, doing just enough to get by? Or are you actively applying these powerful life lessons, continuously creating a level of value that absolutely demands a bigger, richer, and more abundant space? The choice and the science is entirely in your hands. Now go take action.